Hello everyone. Welcome back to some more World of Tanks with General Tucky. Today I'm playing in my T-34 100. This was my 8th battle in this tank, and I finally decided I got sick of the small gun, which has 126 pen, and I upgraded to the top gun, which has 175 pen with normal shells. 126 pen on a tier 7 medium tank that sees tier 9s is just... it's just garbage. It's so freaking garbage! Plus the gun hits for about twice as much. An 8-second reload, that's not horrible considering the fact that I have like an 82% crew. Not really entirely sure where that one hit, but okay. This isn't currently a tank that I'm fully grinding yet, but I plan to soon because I really want a TVP. I decided there's not really too much more I can do in this position. Normally I go to that spot and I wind up staying there fighting it for as long as I can, and then they will normally flank me in over here and get side shots on me. Today I decided I'm not gonna wait for that to happen, so I freaking left. The spot's slowly been getting a little worse for me, and looks like this time I actually smartened up and left before it got too bad. Now, Thunderbolt there. Not really sure how that one hit because I was pointed at the ground. Thunderbolt's pretty much just a freaking Super Pershing at tier 6. I mean, honestly, think about it. It's got a mediocre gun, fairly fast firing, and some genius decided to weld a crap ton of armor to the front of it. Yeah, pretty much. There's not really too much else to say about it. The Thunderbolt has the best on the move accuracy, or I shouldn't say on the move, I should say snapshot accuracy out of all the tier 6 American mediums. And there's a freaking E25 up on top of the mountain. He's up in here. You'll see him there in a minute once he gets spotted. Not really sure how that Panzer IVs is surviving, but whatever. There he is. It's a tricky spot to get into. You gotta be a fast enough tank to get up there before your team dies. And if your team does really good, then that spot's entirely useless. But if you come across a battle like this, you do a decent amount of damage from there. He kinda doesn't help his team by being up there. He kinda makes it worse. Lovely Panther 88. Can't really do any. I would, if I were to take him on, I would lose a 1v1. But thankfully, he would decide to go that way. There he is, coming in behind me. And he can't make it up there. And I don't have the gun depression to get down on him. So, yeah. Just delaying the inevitable, I gotta leave and go help Cap. Very thankful that that one went through. It's kind of a 50-50 chance I wasn't going to do anything with it. 2 one-shot tanks. I got to take them out first, and then I can deal with the Panther 88. I'm fast enough to get away from him. I decide not to risk taking a auto-aim shot driving full speed. I manually aim it myself. So now here we are, just over 5 minutes in. 4 people on our team left, 5 on theirs. Soon to be 4 on each team. Lovely auto aim tends to tends to work out fairly well for me. So now I can go deal with the Panther 88. And that it's not a tank you want to underestimate. It's not as good as something as the Russian medium tanks like a T-34 Mod 1, but that tank it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Oh, that's right. This is where I got my kamikaze. He had 24 hit points. He's a frickin' German medium tank. They're known for being heavy. And I only lost 60 hit points in the ram. I'll take that any day of my life. Although I'm not really sure how my shot missed. It's something that confuses me. Compliments from a teammate. I didn't think I'd done all that well. I mean, 2,000 damage in a tier 7 medium tank? That's not... I didn't think it was anything to write home about. At this point, I know the E-25 is up on top of the hill. Anyone that gets up there isn't going to leave there. The big issue is, I don't know where the Leo is, and I don't know if he has the 150 mil. If he has the 150 mil, all he has to do is get an average roll, and he can one-shot me. So I've got to play it safe, and I'm assuming he's back in the corner behind the cap. Because the only other way is if we see cap start to go down here in a second, which would mean that he ran through the B line down the 2 line. Now that I have a little bit of support in here, I start moving up, and the snapshot fails me, but it's okay. Definitely gonna have to put enhanced gun laying drive on this thing. It aims like a frickin' brick house. I'm happy. I got my top gun. I'm not gonna get a high caliber at this match though. Pretty sure here I was thinking, alright, I'll climb up after him and wipe him out. But yeah, I was. Yeah, I quickly realized this is not a tank to take up there. And in situations like this, it's pretty much best just to simply go for the cap out. Not entirely sure what the T-25/2 is doing. He gets a shot off, I'm not entirely sure how. He's got shots down into the top of my tank. Pretty sure he hits for 150, so I'm an easy high roll for him. But I'm backing up so I can get shots on him wherever he pokes out from. Right now, I was backing up so I could stay safe. There he is. And the cap goes out, he gets a shot into me, and he gets put down. That match, I was able to pick up myself an ace tanker, bruiser, duelist, fire for effect. That level of all those wolves medal, we'll just go with that. I never know how to pronounce it. Top gun and kamikaze. I was second for damage caused on our team, third overall. Top for kills and experience though. I fired 16 shells, hit 15, penned 14, 24 damage. Damaged 9 enemy vehicles, destroyed 7. After taxes, I pocketed 28,000 experience, or not experience, I mean silver. And I took in about 4,000 experience. Overall, not a bad game. I'll probably continue to play this tank quite a bit, because I don't really mind it all that much. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.